Welcome to Toro NSN's Training in 10, the innovative self-paced training module which allows you to get trained and to get going. Today's topic, exporting SitePro data into Microsoft Excel. While this presentation is focused on SitePro 2.0 versions and higher, some of the principles seen today apply to previous versions of the software. Today's training module will cover topics including identifying what software you need installed on your computer, an explanation of what your active database is, what information can be exported from SitePro to Excel, the actual export process, and other future training in 10 options designed to help you become a better manager of your Toro SitePro system. We will begin by identifying what software is needed on your computer to export properly. First of all, you will need to have a version of SitePro installed on your computer that is at least version 2.0 or higher. Next, you'll have to have a licensed copy of Microsoft Excel installed on the same computer. You will also need to install SitePro Toolbox from the installation CD if you've not yet done so. One note, if you do not have Microsoft Office installed on your SitePro computer, you can still export data, but you will then need to take this raw data spreadsheet and move it to a computer where Office is installed. Now that we've identified what you need to get started, let's identify what your active database is. Your active database is the database that you are operating from within SitePro at any given time. It is identified here in the top left-hand corner of your SitePro desktop. The name that has been given to your database is followed by a TZF extension or a Toro zip file. This database is your active database and will remain so until you open another one from the File menu in SitePro. Even if you were to close the SitePro software, this database remains active in the background of your computer, which is why it's referred to as your active database. As a matter of fact, in order to move on to the next step of opening the toolbox, you must close your SitePro software. The toolbox cannot operate while SitePro is open. Remember to confirm your attempt to close SitePro by clicking the OK in the confirmation message box. Before we begin with the actual export of data, let's look at what types of data can be exported from SitePro into Excel. This list consists of group, satellite information, station information, programs, hydraulic assignments, station assignments, water usage, T-weather data, and your scheduled activity. By using the toolbox, you are able to export this information into a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and then manipulate and edit this data to keep for records or to use as an informational tool. The ability of SitePro to do this is often overlooked but can provide many benefits in your day-to-day operation. To begin the export process, you must first find the toolbox icon on your computer's desktop. With SitePro closed, you can now double-click this icon to open the toolbox software. In this main toolbox screen, you will then click on the Export SitePro Data icon. At this point, you will have to decide what type of data you are looking to export. For our example here, I will export station data by clicking on this station icon. After doing so, a dialog box appears telling me that the toolbox is going to export station data to the following path: Toro_SitePro export station.csv. Remember this path or even write it down because we will need this later to navigate and view this file. Once you click OK, another dialog box opens and tells you that the data has been exported. Now we need to go to this file so that we can view it. We will do this by using the Windows Explorer. You can either double-click the Explorer icon on your desktop, or you can right-click the Start button located on the bottom left of your desktop, as we are doing here. After right-clicking, one of the options is Explore. Bring your mouse to this option and left-click the word Explore. You are now viewing a directory of all the files on your computer. Do you remember the dialog box telling you the path of your station data? Well, here is where we're going to navigate to that path. First, I find the Toro_SitePro folder. Notice the plus sign to the left of this folder. This signifies that there are other folders within this Toro_SitePro folder. Click the plus sign to expand this list and show the other files. Here you can see the export folder listed in the path. Click on the name Export, and in the body of the Explore screen you can now see the station.csv file that was created by the toolbox. CSV stands for a comma-separated value, which simply means that different fields of data are separated by commas. This is a common file type for data and is easily read and edited in spreadsheet applications such as Excel. On the computer being used in this example, I have Microsoft Excel loaded and operated. If I were to double-click on this station CSV file, it would open as a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. If you look carefully, you will recognize this data as being the information located in the control system of your Toro_SitePro software. The toolbox has exported this information into a spreadsheet form that you see here. From here, this data can be edited, and the format can be changed to one that is more suitable for your needs. This training intent exercise will not overview the operation of Microsoft Excel, so you will need to be somewhat familiar with this software to get the results you are looking for. What we can do is show you a few items and let you know what the data could look like. When you first installed the toolbox from your CD, part of the installation process was that the software installed an Excel document that can be used as a template for working with the raw data like you see here. This Excel spreadsheet was installed into your My Documents folder. If we navigate there from the Explorer, you can see here that the SitePro data spreadsheet is located in My Documents, like I just said. When I double-click it, I can see that this spreadsheet is a blank database with titles for each column. Across the bottom, you can see a page for each type of SitePro data that can be exported. If I merge the spreadsheet with that station CSV spreadsheet, or if I were to copy and paste the column titles, I could get a document that looks like this. This is the same station.csv spreadsheet that we just exported, but now it has been edited into something that's more usable. In this case here, I have taken the station information for each controller, and I'm going to print this out and tape it to the cover of each of my field satellites. This will provide a label for each of my employees who are operating irrigation from the faceplate of the field satellite. With a basic knowledge of Microsoft Excel, you too can produce data reports like this to help you more efficiently keep track of information and to create and save historical reports. Well, that wraps up another 10 minutes, and you've just completed another episode of NSN's Training in 10. Today's topic has been exporting SitePro data into Microsoft Excel. We hope that this Training in 10 lesson was helpful for you to better understand this useful tool, and that it helps further enhance your career working with the #1 Irrigation Central Control product available, Toro_SitePro. Be sure to keep looking for future installments of NSN's Training in 10, the self-paced training module that allows you to get trained and to get going. If you have any questions about this or about future training module releases, or if you would like to participate in one of our acclaimed Toro_SitePro regional training classes, please contact us by calling 888-676-8676 option 2. Once again, that's 888-676-8676 option 2. Toro and Toro's National Support Network. Count on it.